Welcome to Caligo City Nightlight. I'm Zéteó. In this city of shadows and skyscrapers, where the fog rolls in thicker than the truth, I shine a light on the stories the powerful would rather keep buried. Tonight we begin with a name that glows like gold in the public eye, but reeks of smoke in the alleys behind closed doors. The Leonotti family, philanthropists, entrepreneurs, Caligo's golden children. But what if I told you that behind every charity gala, every smiling photo op, and every community investment, there's blood on the ledger?
They don't kill people themselves. They don't have to. They own the people who do.
That's from a former dock worker. We'll call him Marco. He disappeared 2 weeks after this recording. Coincidence? Maybe, but in Caligo, coincidences are just well-dressed lies. Let's talk about the Leonotti patriarch, Vittorio Leonotti. To the public, he's a saint, donates to hospitals, funds scholarships. But in the 80s, he was known as Vito the Quiet, a fixer, a man who could make problems disappear permanently. No convictions, no charges, just whispers. And in Caligo, whispers are currency. I spoke with Detective Alina Reyes, retired but not silent. She worked organized crime for 20 years. Here's what she told me.
We had files, surveillance, testimonies. But every time we got close, the case would vanish. Judges recused, witnesses recanted, or worse, ended up in the river.
The Leonottis don't just own businesses, they own silence. And silence in this city is more valuable than gold. But cracks are forming. A recent fire at a Leonotti-owned warehouse revealed more than smoke. Inside, unregistered weapons, counterfeit pharmaceuticals, and a ledger with initials, dates, payments, and one name repeated more than any other. CC. Who is CC? A city councilman? A cop? A competitor? We don't know yet, but we will. This is just the beginning. The Leonottis built their empire on charm and fear, but empires fall. And I'll be here when the cracks turn to collapse. Next time on Caligo City Nightlight, we follow Vittorio's only son. We step into the shadows behind that face, because every empire has an heir, and this one whistles before the blood spills. Until then, keep your eyes open and your lights on.
If the walls are whispering tales of despair, their cracks grow deeper, I'm gasping for air. Shadows are dancing where no light should be, losing my grip on what's real, what's me. The mirrors lie, they show me ghosts. I'm chasing phantoms I fear the most. Reality's slipping like sand through my hand. A stranger's reflection I don't understand. The clock's hands are ticking, but they don't align. Time feels like fiction, a cruel design. Voices are calling from places unknown. I'm here in a crowd, yet I'm all alone. I see faces in the corners, they're wearing my skin. Laughter turns hollow, it echoes within. Reality's fractured, the seams have all torn. A storm in my head, where nightmares are born. The mirrors lie, they show me ghosts. I'm chasing phantoms I fear the most. Reality's slipping like sand through my hands. A stranger's reflection I don't understand. The floor is melting, the ceiling descends. There's no beginning and there's no end. isolation, I pay the price. The floor is melting, the ceiling descends. There's no beginning and there's no end. I reach for the sunlight, but it burns like ice. In this isolation, I pay the price.
Behind the curtain, the secrets of both, the promise return, the stories we told. You not understand, we'll break down the walls, find our hearts, we answer the calls. We won't be silenced by the masquerade. Together we'll lie in the true cascade. Through the bar, you see the truth. The whispers out, they hide our dreams. Lights painted bright, but they fancy gray. We'll rise up, we'll swing and break away. The world people by the masquerade. Together we'll fight. Just want to take the stage. Through the bar, you see the truth. The whispers out, they hide our dreams. Lights painted bright, but they fancy gray. We'll rise up, we'll swing and break away. The world people by the masquerade. Together we'll fight. Just want to take the stage. We're live on just live on Shannon at night. It's when the shadows bring the truth to light. No turning back, we'll stand side by side. In this revolution we will ignite. We won't be bored by the masquerade. Together we'll fight. Just want to take the stage. Chains are breaking, hear the battle cry. We'll never back down, we're ready to fly. Through the noise we find our sound. No more silence to shake the ground. Awake the masses, hit the cold. We'll tear down the wall to get that door. Poor people by the masquerade. Together we'll fight. Just want to take the stage. In the face of pain, we'll rise and unite. With fists in the air, we'll win this fight.
Behind every pristine corporate empire lies a web of secrets. And today we're diving into how one investigative journalist is exposing what might be the biggest web of them all in Caligo City.
The way Zéteó is methodically unraveling the Leonotti family's influence is absolutely fascinating. It's like watching a master chess player expose every calculated move.
Well, let's break down what makes this investigation so compelling. Here's a family that's practically Caligo royalty, the Leonottis, who've built this pristine public image through strategic philanthropy. Vittorio Leonotti, funding hospitals, creating scholarship programs, showing up at every major charity event with that practiced smile.
The contrast between their public and private faces is just staggering. I mean, in the society pages, he's Saint Vittorio, but in the shadows of the 80s, he was Vito the Quiet.
That interview with Marco, the dock worker who disappeared, his words still give me chills. They don't kill people themselves. They don't have to. They own the people who do. And then, poof, 2 weeks later, He vanishes without a trace.
You know what really caught my attention? Detective Alina Reyes's testimony about how systematically their cases would fall apart. 20 years in organized crime investigation, and she couldn't make a single charge stick.
Right. Well, that's because they've created this perfect system. Every time investigators got close, surveillance footage, witness testimonies, paper trails, everything would mysteriously evaporate. Judges suddenly finding conflicts of interest, key witnesses changing their stories or taking unexpected swims in the river.
So, what do you make of this mysterious warehouse fire? The timing seems almost too perfect.
That's where things get really interesting. The fire exposed their whole operation, unregistered weapons, counterfeit pharmaceuticals, and that ledger with the recurring CC initials. Like finding a key piece of evidence they never meant to reveal.
The way they've weaponized their public image is fascinating. They've made themselves seem so essential to the city's well-being that questioning them almost feels like civic betrayal.
Exactly. And that's their real genius. Every hospital wing they fund, every scholarship they create, it's like they're buying insurance against future accusations. They're not just running a criminal enterprise. They've constructed an entire ecosystem of influence.
Well, what about Vittorio's son? The next part of the investigation focusing on him, the heir who whistles before the blood spills. Sounds like he might be even more sophisticated than his father.
That's what makes the generational aspect so crucial. We're watching how power and influence evolve. In the 80s, it was about physical intimidation. Now it's about controlling narratives, about making truth itself disappear. The son seems to understand this evolution perfectly.
Like father, like son, but with a modern twist. He's adapted their methods for the digital age, hasn't he?
And that's what makes this moment so critical. With that warehouse fire exposing so much evidence, we might be witnessing the first real cracks in the Leonotti armor. You know how these things work. Once those cracks appear, they tend to spread rapidly.
Though I imagine they won't let their empire crumble without a fight. They've spent decades building this network of influence and fear.
That's why Zéteó's work is so vital right now. In a city where silence has become currency, where whispers carry more weight than shouts, the simple act of continuing to investigate becomes a form of resistance. And as they say in Caligo, coincidences are just well-dressed lies.
Looking forward to seeing how this story develops, especially with the focus shifting to the sun. Something tells me we've only scratched the surface.
And that's really the heart of it. This investigation isn't just about exposing one family's corruption or one city's dark underbelly. It's about understanding how power really operates in our modern world and what it takes to bring that truth into the light.
Underneath the velvet sky tonight, holding breath beneath the starlit light, dreams colliding cosmic trails afar, waiting here for a shooting star. Hearts beat loud like a cosmic drum, counting seconds till the spark will come. Night unfolds, a universe in play. Hold me close, let the stars replay. Oh, it's just a spark in the endless dark, lighting up the sky with a fleeting mark. Catch the fire as it blazes through. A wish for me and a wish for you. Hold me close, let the stars replay.
Welcome back to Caligo City Nightlight. Are you watching the Caligo Crusaders? You should be. Coach Deke, former NHL star, retuned to Caligo City to coach this team to the playoffs for the first time since 1978. Coach Saunders explains, and I quote, "The team has what it takes. They just needed a push." Will they go all the way? The Iron Wolves are a tough team. We'll have to wait and see. Just a reminder that Caligo City Nightlight would not happen without Oblation Comics. Check out Arbiter at fundmycomic.com/arbiter. Again, that is www.fundmycomic.com/arbiter. After the break, we will go right into the call of the day. Stay tuned.
The walls are cold, they close me in. The silence screams beneath my skin. I raise my eyes to endless blue, searching for a sign or clue. Angel in the sky, don't pass me by. Your wings could mend where dreams collide. I'm calling out through the darkened haze. Save me from these shadowed days. The clouds roll by, they seem so free, but I am chained to gravity. The stars at night, they whisper low, but no one answers when I echo. Angel in the sky, don't pass me by. Your wings could mend where dreams collide. I'm calling out through the darkened haze. Save me from these shadowed days. If I could fly, I'd meet you there, beyond the pain, beyond despair. But here I stay, earthbound and torn, waiting for the day you're born. Angel in the sky, don't pass me by. Your wings could mend where dreams collide. I'm calling out through the darkened haze. Save me from these shadowed days.
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, our final segment is the part where we take call-ins. Tonight we got Brad Evans. You're live on Caligo City Nightlight. What's on your mind?
I gotta say, Zéteó, this whole Leonotti takedown feels like a stretch. You're digging up old stories and calling them proof of corruption.
Brad, history repeats itself. The Leonottis built their empire on silence and power. If the past is stained, why assume the present is clean?
Because the past is just that, the past. Vittorio Leonotti was never convicted of anything. You're throwing out rumors like they're facts.
Rumors don't make people disappear, Brad. Marco had evidence. Then suddenly, gone. That's not coincidence. That's a pattern.
Or maybe Marco was just another guy caught in Caligo's rough edges. You paint everything as some grand conspiracy, but maybe people get in trouble because they make bad choices.
And maybe some people get in trouble because they know too much. The Leonottis don't just own businesses, they own silence. You really think that warehouse fire was just an accident?
Things catch fire, paperwork burns, you're connecting dots that don't exist.
And yet, the same initials keep appearing. The same names, the same missing people. You think it's all just smoke?
I think you want a villain more than you want the truth.
Villains don't need to be invented. They reveal themselves when the right light shines. Thanks for the call, Brad. See, listeners? That's the argument. Truth or theory? Smoke or fire? Next week, we dig deeper because in Caligo, shadows hold secrets. And I'm not done shining a light.